This playthrough is rated E for everyone.
You know the one thing you do when the world is in imminent peril, you've lost your girlfriend, and the three gods are going to destroy the world? You know what you do? You do side quests! Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Lufia, the Fortress of Doom! In the last episode, we made our way to Glasdale Tower to tackle the Fortress of Doom, and unfortunately the Sinistrals had a trick up their sleeves as they tricked Lufia to using the dual blade to restore her memories, and she's given it to him and it's been destroyed. Now what do? Well, we gotta save the world, but before we do that, let's buy a bunch of sweet waters. I'm gonna be using these off screen. Just gotta max it out, however many you can get. Well, I don't know if I need all those. Oh man, I went a little overboard. Well, anyway, the reason I'm going to do that is we're going to get the rest of the dragon eggs. So there's the dragon eggs appear 3 times in the game, and if you're worried, and if you make your wishes, it will cover up a treasure. So if you're trying to go for 100% treasure completion for whatever weird reason, then you want to make sure to get all the treasures at Glasdale Tower. That's the final dungeon that you have to worry about treasures getting overlapped. And then after you do that, the treasures pop up in different locations. Okay, so I'm gonna just show you where the first treasure is, and then I'm gonna explain where the other treasures are for the purposes of just like, hey, this is where I got this treasure or whatever. So, but anyway, if you go up here to this spot here, we now find a dragon egg in Lekia Castle on this section. And the reason why I want the sweet waters is you have to go to old dungeons to get all the treasures, and obviously I don't want to fight every single nitpicking thing while I'm doing that, so I'm going to be using sweet waters to basically reduce my encounter rates while I do this. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of editing in this episode because it's basically me backtracking to old areas in the game. So alright, so next step is the Northwest Tower, which is where the apprentice was before you find Artea. So I'll see you there. Alright, we're at the Northwest Tower here, so we're just going to take a we're going to go around the perimeter and take the stairs back here. This will take us to the next treasure. Yeah, I probably could just explain or just tell you what I'm doing, but I want to show you off what I'm doing to get up to these locations. So, okay, we want to go over here, right door, and then we want to go to the next door. Yeah, sweet waters do not prevent all attacks. It just severely reduces your interaction, so. Did my sweet water run out? I don't think it does. It usually tells you when it runs out. I was fighting more enemies than I probably should have. I was like, wait, what a minute. Hold on a second. So the enemy encounters are so high in this game that even a sweet water, that's bad when it's like the whole point of the game. That even the combat preventative item still gives me a lot of battles. Jiminy Christmas, dude. Actually, does he say anything? Nope, okay. I was just kind of curious if he actually says anything after this whole thing. Weird. But yeah, there it is right here, right above the apprentice himself. Alright, well, this is the second dragon egg. So dragon egg number 3 is in Belgian. Alright, I'll just show you on this one. Where's Belgian? Okay. Alright, where are you at? Oh wait, no, hold on. Why am I going all over the place? It's in the cave I don't know why I was walking away. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. There's dragon egg number 3. Okay. Alright, so the next cave is, or the next one is in southwest cave, so I'll show you that be back in a second. Alright, we're in the southwest cave here. This is, you go here when you're it's southwest of Belgium. I don't know why I didn't show it off, but whatever. Alright, so we want to go down the stairs, and then we want to go to the next set of stairs here. And this will take us to, alright, so, yeah, how are you supposed to know where all these chests are? I'm so glad someone a long time ago decided to either hack the game or make a strategy guide or something like that to tell us where all this, because there's no way to know where you get all these from. Like, there's no obvious, like, clues that people say, hey, I heard a chest reappeared in this cave here. I'm like, you're just supposed to just go through every single cave and figure it out. That's insanity. Anyway, all right. So the next treasure is in the cave to Mars. So I'll see you there. All right, we're in the cave to Mars. This is northeast of the light tower. And the sweet water. I knew the sweet waters can run out. It's just the RNG in this game, or sorry, the randomness in this game is terrible. But there's the treasure right there. So it's just the random encounters are insanity in this game. So there's the other dragon egg there. Okay, so the next dragon egg is on the Elba Island cave. So I'll see you there. Oh wait, we're back at Mars. I want to show off where this one is. It's the north. It's basically north of Mars here. So Elba Island cave. Okay, so now we have to go down all the ladders and at the end of the level. So yay! Yeah, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh in this thing, huh? So, and no, it's not holiday season. I don't know. Yeah, we just go all the way down these stairs. Or ladders, sorry. Maybe left over this way. There it is, hiding. And yes, we did lose Lufia, so we're having to go through all these things again with only 3 party members. Anyway, there's another dragon egg there, so. Alright, so the next dragon egg is on Under Ring Island. So what we need to do is we need to, oops, gotta escape first. Okay, so the easiest way to do this one is to go to Shoshay there. And then we need to enter the southwest cave. Oops. Let's see, south. Yeah, it should be. I believe this one's the easiest one too. Well, yeah, I guess that'd be the easiest one. I'm just trying to think of the easiest one to go through to get to this place. So, all right. Yeah, I just realized I forgot to equip a hero with the Zircon sword because he doesn't have the dual blade and only he can equip it, so it's kind of a spoiler for that section there. Alright, so now we go into this thing here. Okay, so we just need to follow the routes. They are running out, aren't they? Okay. Yeah, we want to get here. Okay, so now we need to go up through this part here, ignore the first section here, and then ignore... This is Sweetwater's activated first. I swear I'm getting attacked every other step in this place. Like, what's the point of Sweetwater's if they don't stop the random encounters? Yeah, this game's got old school hard on that when it's, or annoying. You know, I keep hoping I'm gonna drop the mighty plate from the fire plates here, but, not much you can do about that. Oh well, anyway. Yeah, Aguro gained a level from that battle against those fire plates, so. Not that I was trying to gain levels per se. Nah, I guess I'm just not gonna get lucky. Nope, just my luck. Oh well, anyway. With my luck, we get this dragon egg here, so alright. And unfortunately, I can't warp or exit here, but luckily we can just follow this thing to get out. But I'll see you at the next egg. Here. Oh, I was expecting to get attacked. Alright, we're at the oil cave. So, the cave full of oil! Actually, well, I'm not even worried about float anymore at this point, but hey. Yeah, we gotta make our way to the large giant room. Yep, all the hard, and this is with 3 in it, 3 characters, by the way, so we don't have the advantage of Lufia and our thunder spells and everything so like that. Okay, so we need to go to the... No, ran out of sweet waters. Yeah, I got 1 more egg to go. Well, at least these enemies aren't so bad. Not like the red skulls. Oof. Scary. Alright, let's get down here. Alright, let's see. Man, going through these without Lufia's powered up magic is actually kind of intense. Actually, it's not that bad, but I do miss having... Oh, Jerin gained a level from that battle. But yeah, I do miss having Lufia's supreme magic thunder ability. But yeah, here's the final dragon egg for this one. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, now on to, let's see, I guess Harad would be the closest place for the Dragon Shrine since you can't actually warp to the Dragon Shrine itself. So, I could just tell you to go into the Dragon Shrine, but I'm trying to like, make it easier for you to recreate what I'm doing instead of just telling you what it is. I probably should, but all right, Dragon Man, give me another Might Shield. Yeah, the bow is not bad, but realistically, Jerin should be support, really, than doing 2 damage. So I'm gonna basically, I'm just doing 3 Might Shields is what I'm doing. So, all right, Might Shield. Thank you. Yep, scattered to different places. Bring me 8 more. All right. So let's see. Who do I want to give this to? Probably just give it to you because you give you the Might Shield. So raise your defense and magic, and then we'll give the last one to Aguro there. So okay. Next one is next set of caves is or not caves. Next one is Jerin Castle. And now the interesting thing about Jerin Castle is that it still has the danger music when you enter inside it. Yeah, the castle still has the danger music. I mean, Gades is gone at this point, but and the town has been restored, I think. So, okay, whatever. Anyway, the first one is over here next to Jerin Castle, Dragon Egg number 1. All right. All right, next one's going to be in the East Cave. I'll just cut to that to show you where it is. Alright, we're here at the city of Trek is where our next location is. So we just need to go to the cave all the way over here. Alright, it should be the first, yeah, the first chest right here. Can't miss it. Just knowing to get here is the challenging part, yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. So, alright, so the next location is in Leiden, so I'll show this one just because it doesn't take me too long to get to do this one. And by the way, you can do these in any order. It doesn't have to be the way I'm doing it. It's just I'm just trying to keep them in kind of a weird order or whatever you want to call it. So I don't know. I'm weird like that. Yeah, we need to find ourselves in the kitchen or whatever, so. And there it is, right there. Hey, out of my way. Out of my way, moron. All right. So now we need to go to the Purple Newt Cave is our next location. Yeah, remember we had to get that Purple Newt. All right. Well, anyway, I'll see you at the location of the Purple Newt Cave. Alright, we're in the Purple Newt Cave. This is directly east of Herat. If you're just flying, it takes you just not too long to get there. So, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So, alright. Now we just want to keep going. Yeah, I just want to go down these ladders, everything. Right down the ladder, right down the ladder. And there it is right there. Yeah, you can see it obviously off in the distance right here. Not too difficult. But it is the difficult part is finding it in the first place. It's just, man, I seem to be getting a ton of grilled newts here. Anyway, all right, there's the next dragon egg right there. All right, escape. So the next one's gonna be in the North Glasdar cave. Lovely, and we have 3 characters to do this, huh? Oops, I need to exit. I don't know why I thought I was about to warp for some reason. So, I'll see you at the cave. Alright, yeah, just north of Glasdar Tower is the cave again, so we're trying, this is where we got the key, obviously, and we're, well, I'll talk about that here in a second, so, okay. Yeah, we have to find our way, go all the way to the basement, and again, so, yeah, I probably could cut out the dungeon trek, but I feel like I said, I think it's necessary to at least show you where it is, because a lot of people are more visual than they are, just being told what to do, you know. I'm more of a visual guy myself. I have to be shown it or seen it to believe it, if you know what I mean. Otherwise, I just don't believe you, man. So, but yeah. So, all right. I believe it's the left one here. Let's see. Yeah, we're trying to get to the switch room. I need to flip the switch so I can, because we need to switch to up to go to that one treasure is what we're trying to do. So, yeah, see right there. So, I believe it's already down by the time we get there. So, all right, back up. And then we need to go back to that. At least the Sweetwaters make this a little bit more tolerable because I'm not getting in as many fights as I normally would. Yeah, we need to go back to that room, the 2 rooms there. I'm using quite a... I probably didn't need to buy all these Sweetwaters. I just wanted to make sure I was double covered and I had plenty of money to spare, so... You know. Oh, hero gained a level there. Well, I mean, we are in later parts of the game dungeon, so it kind of makes sense we got enough... And I keep hoping I'll get a Might Sword drop from the Hydras. Oh, well. Not gonna happen today. Holy crap, we did it! We got the Might Sword from the Hydra! I was joking about that thing. Holy cow! Look at that attack power, 621. Or we could give it to Aguro. Either one. Look, 665! Wow. Awesome. Actually, that won't really break the game that much. I mean, we're pretty much got it. I was joking, folks, that I would get that. I was just like, oh, we'll get the... I was never actually expecting it. Wow. I kind of wish I'd, well, you saw it. There it is, right? Got the Might Sword. Man. All right. I mean, it's not going to break the game really that much. Funny, despite having the Might Sword, Aguro is still strong. Still does more damage than Hero because of his strength stat. All right, we get the Dragon Egg there. I'm kind of glad I recorded me going through these dungeons. I was originally going to skip all of them, but showing me getting the Might... Well, actually, I probably would have cut to me getting the Might Sword if I got it, but I don't know, just something about it. But all right, now we need to go back to the cave that takes us to the tower, because that's the next egg. Yeah, we actually... The last set of eggs are to the tower. Oh, by the way, yeah, you still can't... Despite... Doom not being there anymore, the Doom Island, we still have to deal with that, so, alright, whatever. Alright, so now we need this treasure for this place, so go down the ladders. Here. Okay. Now, luckily I don't care about using all my magic up, so... Actually, it's cheaper to actually use Champion 3 times than it is to cast Valor. Valor's really only... You should only really use it in battle when you're about to die. Outside of battle, you still want to use Champion inside of battle, or outside of battle. Yeah. I can speak properly. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Sweetwater's gone! Activate the Sweetwater. I need to sell some stuff off screen, now that I think about it. Okay, so I want to go up the stairs. Let's see. Okay, now I want to skip this one and this one. I want to go this one. Okay, go up this one and this one. Okay, so that's the egg there. Now we actually have to get to we actually have to go to Glasdale itself, the Glasdale Tower, to get the final to get that. I'll show you how to get those, even though even if you didn't watch the last episode, I'll show you how to actually get that in there. So, okay. And then we want to go up here, or down there, I mean, and then up these ladders. Yep. Wow, actually, the Sweetwaters are working now, because in the early levels, they were like, weren't working or whatever, so. Okay. I was almost hoping to get another mighty helmet from the burials there, but nah. I got the one, I got lucky, so I guess I can't complain. Although I wonder if I should give all of them to, Oh wait, whoops, I meant to go... I meant to go down this thing. Whoops. My bad. Sorry, folks. Okay, there we go. Almost out of here. Yeah, now we have to actually get to the tower itself. Or where, you know what I mean. So, alright. Oh boy, here we go again. Well, luckily for me, I've got plenty of miracles to survive this with. So, alright, into the Glasdale Tower. How do you get attacked after leaving the menu? What? Okay, so last episode we did this already, so I'm gonna hope you watch the last episode. We're just gonna go to the switch room And I don't want to edit out all those battles while getting to the switch room. So watch last episode to how to get to the switch room. So I'll see you then. Oh, Aguro gained a level from that battle, huh? Oh, Jerin gained a level from that battle. Alright, we're back in the switch room here, so we want to reset this, hit these 2 switches, go down here. And this is the one room where we got all the potions and everything with that, so. I almost ran out. Or you did run out, I mean. Okay, anyway. Alright, let's get this last treasure and get the final mighty helmet. Like I said, you could do the bow, but I feel like the, oh yeah, I think I have to, that's right, I can't actually escape from here. We could drop off the tower, though. Alright, now we're here at the 7th level of the old cave. I accidentally missed this one when I was doing my recording, so it'll probably be just a rough cut where I just end up being here instead, so sorry about that. Well, anyway, yeah, I'm not sure how I missed that on my notes, so, okay. Okay, let's get up here. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at my notes. Alright, and then we gotta go to the, let's see. Need to go to the upper right corner. Okay, let's see. Upper right corner to the stairs here. And it should be down here. Where are you? There you are. And we got the dragon egg. Now we're done with this. Alright, now we can go to Herat. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that in my notes. It was like, there's the egg, and I actually went to the dragon temple, and I was like, you need 8 dragon eggs to be here. I'm like, but I got them all, didn't I? And then I saw the count. And I was like, alright. Okay, let's get that final mighty helmet for Aguro there, or Hero, whoever, it doesn't really matter. Tell me what you want. And I just wanted a might shield. I will give you a might shield. Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Can I have more wishes? All the dragon egg wishes came true. I shall return to the skies. Oh, bye. That's it. Yeah, that's all there is to it, so. Alright, give the might shield to Aguro so he gets a bit of a bump. Actually, maybe I should give all the, I was thinking about giving all the stuff to Hero, but I might give it to Aguro just because he needs the magic resistance more than a Hero does. Well, maybe I should just split him up. That's about even at this point, so yeah. Well, it's almost maybe Aguro just because of his low intelligence, maybe. Yeah, you know what I'll do. I'll just give him all the. Actually, maybe I should just give him the sword too, just because he needs all the attack he can get, right? So, but his attack is already pretty high, because you can't equip the Zircon axe, so. You know what, we'll give it to Hero. That'll give him at least a decent fighting chance. So, all right, now we can actually go to the final dungeon of the game, which is, well, Doom, Castle of Doom. You know. But anyway, we need to go to Arus to do this. I think if you go back to the professor, I think he tells you where it is. I think, if I remember correctly. Actually, does anyone say anything about the Tower Doom being around here? No, I guess not. Okay. I think the professor does tell you where it is if you really want to know where the where it is. One more weak random battle, I guess. Okay, I'll leave off the Sweet Waters now since I'm actually gonna fight these guys. So, and here we are, Mount Doom itself, the final dungeon of the game. Oh yeah, if you leave past the temple, it kicks you out. So actually, I didn't need to rest now that I think about it. Let's just listen to the music for a second. Yeah, very epic music, and I don't know why the symbols here. I think it's almost like originally in the game you could only land in very specific spots, but I can just land like right here, and go inside the temple here. So, and wait a minute, this place is familiar. Hold on. Why, it's that old man who was helping us out throughout the whole game, healing us. We're finally here. Close your eyes. Let me give you part of my battle power for the final battle. And that's it. This is the final healing spot for you. So if you, yeah, you can actually save your data here too. The final battle is near. Believe in yourselves. Yeah, he's a final trip. Now there are a couple of rumors that this is supposed to be Maxim, but if you play the sequel, we know that's not true. There is another theory. I don't want to say it because it kind of spoils plot stuff for the sequel, well, prequel, whatever. So I might bring it up then. But the only other thing I think of is maybe it's just a game mechanic to give you a healing spot. So I'd like to think there's a story implication that he's there, but we don't get that. So it's all based off supposes and what's up. But no, it's not Maxim. So get that furthest from your mind, viewers. All right, let's head on to the final battle itself as we enter. Well, as soon as we fight some new enemies here, Act Hydras. They're more act. Why are they called Act Hydras? That didn't even make sense. What does that mean? Action Hydras? Like active Hydras? Are they active in their local communities? I don't know. But anyway, Act Hydras have 400 HP. 400 HP. Are dragon types, weak to nothing, resist nothing. They drop 3,456 experience, 400 gold, and don't drop any items. Since we got them. Yeah, and I still have the dragon eggs, by the way, despite me using them. I don't know why it lets me keep them or whatever. But they're considered dragons. Why doesn't the arrow work? Yeah, I don't know. So, I wonder if the dragon arrows are supposed to be bugged or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, these guys cast Glacial. Basically, almost all the last enemies in the game cast like a punch of magic. Ooh. Well, hopefully I'm about to finish these guys off, because otherwise this will be bad news bears for me, so. There we go. Whew. Maybe you're cutting out a little close there, game. This is what happens when you're when you start being a little bit more rambunctious with your like not paying attention to battles and whatnot, so I'm just gonna take the damage. Alright, here we go. We get the final battle music again. It's called the final battle, as you say here. So, and the treasures here, if you don't get the treasures here the first time you come through, like as Maxim, it doesn't count towards your 100% completion rating. So you could miss them or grab them the first time because it's a tutorial level. Alright, we got Act Demons here. Why are they called Act whatevers? Anyway, 380 HP, flying, weak to nothing, resist nothing, drops 3,666 experience, 560 gold, and they can drop Foul Waters. Ew, Foul Waters. Might as well do. Unfortunately, Jerin is just not the same. Like wizard type as Lufia is. She was really all about that. So, since battles can take a while, since only 3 characters, I'm only gonna be showing this stuff once. Anyway, we got a power potion. Oh, we got 2 new bad enemies here. We got ourselves the Mega Atlas and the Gold Golem. These guys are really annoying to fight because of just how defensive they are, and magic-wise, we're not gonna be able to do a ton of damage to them, unfortunately. So we're gonna leave it up to the guys to take care of this situation. But anyway, the Gold Golems have 390 HP, no types, no strengths, no weaknesses, 3,333 experience, 1,000 gold, and no drops. And then Mega Atlases are just stronger versions of the 1 Atlases we fought before. Mega Atlases have 350 HP, no types, no strengths, no weaknesses, 2,929 experience, and 420 gold, and no drops. Yeah, unfortunately, most of the final enemies don't drop anything, don't have any weaknesses, so you just have to kind of just blast through them. I don't know why I'm attacking with Jerin. Anyway, hero gained a level. I mean, we've gained all our spells and abilities, by the way. We are maxed out on all of our... Oops. I got plenty of miracles. I can make a mess up like that and it won't hose me. Okay. since we don't have Lufia here, let's give the potions to Jerin instead. Alright, yeah, don't they say anything, so... And I'm just cutting out the rest of the battles. Here because we fought all these guys before. Unless they're new enemies. They were a bunch of fire. So all the elemental enemies pop up here as well. So, man, we get a speed potion, mind potion, and great potion. Since we don't have Lufia here, I'd probably just give the mind potion to Jerin despite 2 strength. Well, better than nothing. Since we don't have Lufia here, 2 intelligence and speed to Jerin as well. Let me just. Okay. Yeah, thanks for making me keep the dragon egg so it wastes my inventory space, even though I could just drop it. I guess the gold golems are here to like give us some last minute like a ton of money if you need to buy like a bunch of items or something like that, but we got a bunch of miracles. That's all we really need for the final battle, so. Oh, Aguro gained a level from that battle. We're getting some last minute levels. Yeah, I'm just champing every time I lose any HP, doesn't matter. Yeah, those gold golems hit hard. Look at that, almost killed Hero there. Oh yeah, might as well just champion Jerin. Yep. Got plenty of champions. Yeah, we got a spell potion, give that to Hero still. Because he's still got to be casting Valor and all that other stuff, because it's... No one else gets Valor. This is why I gave the Hero all those potions throughout the game, so he'd actually have enough MP to be able to cast Valor regularly if he needed to for random battles and stuff like that. Oh, Jerin gained a level from that battle, and she learns Valor too. Yeah, she learned it as well, but usually I don't get her. Usually I don't get her to Valor by the end of the game, and I usually use her for other things other than Valor. Yeah, I was lying when it said Hero only got it. Did you believe me though, didn't you? For just a brief second. It's just usually most people don't get Jerin up to this level by the end of the game, so most people don't realize that. So, yeah, we get a power potion here. Give that to Jerin for HP. Oh, wait, how come? Where? Oh, what? I did give her a couple of power potions, but man, her HP is almost on par with Hero. What the heck? Looks like Hero's just barely outpacing Aguro in terms of just pure unadulterated damage or whatever. But he can do it. We believe in him. I just love this music. This is probably one of my favorite tracks. This is probably my favorite track in the game, just overall. And we hear it first in the game too. Well, okay, not first, like second or something like that. But still, yeah, most of these enemies can't really hold a candle to us. They're really just supposed to weaken our resources by the time we get to the Sinistrals. Spoilers, we're gonna fight the Sinistrals. Who knew? I mean, I knew everyone said that. I was just being a jerk. It's just making fun. Making fun, I tell you. Alright, yeah, all the last minute items in the game are all buff potions. Oh, well, there are a couple of miracles here too, but quite a few buff potions for those who... You know, the weird thing about me is I'd always say buff potions for like the very end of the game. Oh, Hero gained a level from that. Not much of a stat boost at that point. Yeah, I don't know why. I did this in Dragon Quest too, when it's better just to use them at the time, so that way you get that little bit of help during the area, because at the end of the game, it's almost just a drop in the bucket. You know, at least that's how I feel. You know, the benefit of giving Jerin all those speed potions is that by the end of the game, she's fast enough to be able to cast Valor if someone's about to ruin your life. Not that that just happened or anything like that. You can just ignore the fact I almost died to a bunch of... Oh, we got a power potion for the Mega Atlases. I thought they didn't drop anything. Huh, I must have misremembered. Let me double check my notes again. Maybe I just forgot to... No, I guess I forgot to write that down. Whoops. Huh. Oh, sorry about that. Well, anyway. HP wise? Okay, yeah, I'll give it to Jerin. Yeah, I guess I just forgot to mention that. My bad. Man, it makes me wonder what other potions I randomly missed over the course of the game. Alright, let's just keep ourselves healed so that way we don't get our day destroyed. We don't go through this whole thing and go, oh, good, you're dead. Great. You are dead. Dead, dead. You are dead. There's the Sinistrals once again. And Aram, but we know that's Lufia now. Crazy. We were dating we were going out with the Goddess of Death. How awesome is that? Or is that awesome? Well, it depends on your point of view. Weirdly enough, there is one more enemy. I think there's like 1 or 2 more enemies in this place I haven't fought yet. I just haven't run across... Oh, that was a miracle, by the way. It's called the Gold Dragon, I believe. Or Act Dragon. Sorry, there he is. Alright, this guy's actually really dangerous. Because he casts all of his, actually, I wonder if I can get this Vauldemare to work. Might as well try. And Jerin's not gonna do hardly any damage to this guy. Ow! It missed. Oh, I missed! Act Dragon has 730 HP, Dragon type, no strengths or weaknesses, 4,000 experience, 1,000 gold, and drops the Diamond Ring. Okay, thanks, I think. Weird. Alright, I'll try that again, actually. Why not? I mean, I'm not using the Gloom Arrows on anything else. This guy can hit pretty decently. It's really his magic attacks. Oh! Alright, fine. I'll just attack you regularly. Me. Yeah, there's his dragon spells right there. Actually, maybe I should just cast Valor. Because you can't really block magic attacks. This guy actually does a decent amount of damage. Yeah. Yeah, nothing we can't. Oh, Aguro gained a level. Alright, I think that's the final levels we're going to get after everything, so. I don't really mind casting Valor. I have plenty of miracles that won't really matter. I wouldn't say I'm OP, but I do got a lot of opportunities. And the final treasure chest of the game. That's it. We've gotten all the treasures, all the items, or at least I hope I got. Leave it up to me that I missed one treasure by accident because I had to re-record or something like that, or a graphical issue or whatever. But with all the treasures, all the gear, all the levels, and our determination in tow, we've got one more threat to face: the Sinistrals themselves. Can Hero and his friends take down the Sinistrals once and for all? And what about Lufia and her alter ego Aram? Can we talk some sense into her? Will love really be able to save us in the final stretches of the end? I'll find out next time in the finale of Lufia and the Fortress of Doom. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.